Hello everyone, my name is Shauna Wekherlien and I'm known in the Valley as the Tax Goddess. Completely by random that I got that name, but I'm here today to tell you why and how to become a tax goddess. It's easier than you think. I started my story when I was very, very young. So as you can tell, cute little blonde curls and blue eyes, that was me as a baby. And I was apparently born and bred to be a CPA. So whoever made that comment earlier, that was definitely true. I loved it when I was a little kid. I loved counting things. I loved adding things up. And then somewhere along the path, I realized, well, maybe I should try something else than accounting. I started with physics. I started with astronomy. I was actually going to be an astrophysics major. Started going into real estate, fix and flipping, all sorts of different paths. I was all over the place. But at one point I realized, you know what? No, accounting's probably definitely the path. Let's go back. So I'm going to do the Goldilocks thing. I went to KPMG. I went to American Express Tax and Business. I went to a small private firm. I tried all of those areas, and only out on my own did I really enjoy my life. So I said, okay, let's start again. We're going to open a firm. So I'm going to come up with a business plan, come up with an idea, and hopefully make some money. It's kind of the goal, right? Help some clients make some money, have a good life. Well, as we all know, if anybody's ever worked in industry or had any employees of any kind, we all have issues. Getting the right team, having teamwork, and of course dealing with the actual paperwork itself. You know, kind of getting that tax return done and getting the bookkeeping done. As a part of that, as I started to build my team, I realized me, needed to have better skills. It's not just me going and doing a tax return. I had to be able to lead. I had to have motivation, be able to motivate my people, have a vision of where we were trying to go. And I was reminded that with all of my education, it really wasn't the education. It was the lighting of the fire inside of me. It was the passion that I needed to be able to make the business awesome. And of course, tax goddess, it's got to be awesome, right? There's none of this in-between stuff. So I realized that what was actually driving me was that passion. One day I woke up and said, okay, you know what? Accounting is fun. I love taxes. They're cool. But how am I really going to drive that passion? Where is it really going to come from? Where is this fire really being lit? And this is where it came from for me. I realized my clients rely on me. My staff rely on me. My family rely on me. And all of these things combined with love is what gave me the passion to get up every day at 4:30, start with the emails, work every day until 7 o'clock at night, and get it done. Now, lucky for me, all before this time, I was not known as the tax goddess. I was just SWC, Shauna Wekherlien Consulting, very exciting. Serendipitously, I was at a networking event, talking to somebody behind me in line. I got a microphone shoved in my face. I stepped up in front of a crowd of 200 people and said, "Hi, I'm Shauna the Tax Goddess." Et le voilà. So that day, in the back of the room, a very good friend of mine, Dave Sherman, said, that's it. You need to put Tax Goddess on everything. It became Facebook. It became the web page. It became our name. We changed it. And I remember contacting the state board saying, am I even allowed to have Tax Goddess as my firm name? And that was a big argument. There was actually a kind of a question about that. So once Tax Goddess became official, it started the whirlwind. TV, radio, newspapers. I was all over the place, writing books, writing articles, talking to people. And at one point I realized, wait a second, I'm doing more marketing than I am actually helping my clients. I lost something somewhere along the path. And I was reminded that in order to have a strong firm, in order to get what I wanted, I had to have raving fans. Without them, what was the point? Who was I serving, right? So I brought back my boisterous nature and said, okay, this is it. I need to focus on the client and have the boisterous nature. I have to bring them together into one thing to be a tax goddess. So working to get what I wanted, to have the ability to travel, to stay at home and play with my dogs on a Friday afternoon when I wanted to get what I wanted out of life, I needed to bring those two together. And I was lucky in the fact that I had a client who came to me and said, if you want to be the goddess, there's only one important thing. You have to remember, you have to bring it into every single piece of your life. Without it, you won't be able to do what you want. And that particular item was basically that in order to get what you want, you have to love and be loved in order to get that item. So if you don't love what you're doing, if you don't absolutely adore your everyday work, if you go to work dreading what you do, why are you doing it? You need to find something you're passionate about. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is to love and be loved. That counts for work, that counts for people, that counts for your life, counts for every single piece of everything. And without it, you might as well go home. So thank you very much. I'm Shauna Wekherlien, the tax goddess.